first hats off to Lisa in Tulane. Great coach, great program, over 600 something wins. I know they'll bounce back. It was just our day to day. It was our day to day, and hats off to our team. It just came out, locked in on game plan, and did the things necessary for us to be successful. The number one thing we wanted to make sure we took care of was just having major energy and putting them in extreme situations from the start. We wanted to be locked in, wanted to make sure we took care of any kind of ball screen stuff and not allowing them to pass the basketball because we wanted them to play one-on-one. We want to put them in a situation where they have to try to get by our athletes and try to score and see how they go that way. Because again, that's a great team with running their sets. They beat Tulsa. Again, a team that we struggle with. So again, when they can sit down and run their sets and get in their matchup zone, they're difficult to beat. And we had a chance to jump out on them and take them out of everything they wanted to do early. And I think once we got the lead, now it was hard to try to go back to the zone. So they would try to force to try to play man-to-man. And it's something that they're okay with, but I think they're better in the zone. But, hats off to our young ladies that came out, from one to everybody that played and came in and wanted to be able to prove that, we belong at the top and we're climbing up that way.
Coach, is this the most complete game offensively and defensively this season?
By far this year. The most locked in. The thing that was so great about the preparation this week wasn't where you had to question anything. So there used to be some times, and Cam can attest to this, where we go in and out of being focused and practice on the prep days. We were locked in these 2 days of doing what we need to do after having, a day off. So I think that was the difference in understanding that. And it's the most complete game we played all year.
Coach, what have you seen from Cam lately the last few weeks in her game, improvements in her game?
The growth from Cam is just when she's locked in, she's a difference maker. And we're trying to get her to understand that being that person all the time. To give you an example, when she play off of 1 foot versus when she play off of 2 feet. She scores around the basket off of 2. Off of 1, sometimes it's not there. When she's locked in defensively, she causes a lot of havoc up there, moving close, taking the point guard. When we played Tulane at their place, the point guard turned the ball over 9 times. Today, they did a different point guard. She turned it over 9 times. And that's crazy because Cam is over there on top of them with the person that's guarding the ball, and they can't see. They can't see, and she's locked in that way. And then you talk about rebounding. It's just a given. She's going to go run the floor hard to be able to get those easy transition buckets, but she's locked in practice. Now it's transferring to the floor. And the thing that's so crazy is that we all want them to have that so early. We want them to have it like as soon as the season starts, but it's never on our time, always on God's time. And we try to get them to understand that it's a process. It's a process, and you have to continue to get better. And you have to be able to get coached through those. And that's the thing Cam has done since she got here. So freshman year, sophomore year, has been able to be coached, be challenged, and get to the point to where she's having success right now.
Cam, what has been different for you this season or lately, last few weeks?
I feel like my mindset and my focus, making sure that I'm separating my basketball life with my regular life. I feel like basketball is my escape. So if I don't involve my life into basketball, it locks me in.
What do you think about Laila Blair? I'll ask you first about getting 1,000 points in her career.
That's my dog. Congrats to her. It's not a surprise. It's Laila Blair. It's not a surprise. But hats off to her. Let's go for 2,000, next year.
Coach, when Laila tweaked her ankle, I'm thinking early in the game, did you think today was not going to be the day for her, or what do you think when she got hurt initially?
Well, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the knee. So when I started just looking with the ankle, I was like, okay, well, we can get that retaped and be able to go. Because I know she'll push through. She'll push through as much as she possibly can. And that's the thing I wanted her to do. So again, and not sit over there, or to get her right back in the game so she can be able to go on. And now we'll see what tomorrow looks like, and going forward. But I knew she could be able to get through this. She just needed to be able to get back out on the floor and be able to get it moving again. But, tremendous job with her with the work ethic that she put in to reach 1,000 right now in Miller and junior year. And then with another year to go, start stacking on, because again, we needed to play well in order for us to be successful, just like everybody else. So again, they're all connected and tied in. We can't have 1 or 2 play well and 3, 4, and 5 don't play well. It doesn't work like that. We're not built that way. So again, hats off to Laila, congratulations, and let's keep it going.
The halfway point of conference play. So what are the goals for the rest of the season?
We took the football mentality of 1-0, being where our feet are every single game. We're not looking, we used to try to, as coaches, put them in a 3-game tournament. We want to try to get 2 out of 3, or 3 out of 3, those kind of things. And then we try 4 out of 4, get 2 or 3 out of 4, those kind of things. And we just say, just throw away that out. Now we're going to go on 1-0 every single time we touch the floor and be able to go from there, with our ultimate goal of March 9th being there. This process is leading every single game up to March 9th, that championship game up there in Dallas, in where we need to be at in Fort Worth to be able to take care of business.
Then last question, Kim, how has the team improved in conference play, in your opinion?
Repeat the question.
How has the team improved in conference play, in your opinion?
I feel like how strong of a connection, of a bond, no matter the adversity, that's what changed. Like, we gonna stick together through thick and thin. Win or lose, hopefully win, but win or lose, we gonna fight for each other. And the energy is just there as it showed today.